Okay, so good morning all of you, and our today's topic is about selection program. Sorry, selection problem. Selection problem. So the selection problem here is the problem to find kth smallest element in the given list. Okay, so the given list is, say, suppose array having 1 to n elements. Okay, and this is unsorted. This is unsorted. First, what we have to do? This we need to sort based on. So in order to get it the sort thing, so for this we are going to depend on the partition algorithm. Partition algorithm. And by using the partition algorithm, so in an array we are going to get the partition element. Okay, so till now we found out what is the smallest and all. So based on the index, kth smallest, say suppose the list is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So among 6 I want to find out third smallest or second smallest. Okay, so in order to find out things like this in the given array, so first we are going to use the partition algorithm, get the partition position, and that partition position we are going to compare. See, this partition means what? Partition position means what? The element whatever you are getting at this, so it is in its position, it got its fixed position. But the things which are on the left side, still they didn't get, though they are lesser, so they are not in the position. Though the elements greater than this partition element are there, but they are not sorted, if you remember the technique. Okay, so likewise we are going to find out whichever element we want, the smaller. You understood the theory concept. I'll tell you with an example in detail. Okay, so just remember that you are going to find out kth smallest in the given array. Okay, which is unsorted. Okay, so let's see an example. So I want everyone to concentrate. If you don't understand the concept, so algorithms, if you by heart, you may not remember the concepts. Okay, so here we have the list of elements as the list of elements as 40, 25, 15, 50, 65, 35, 10, 80, 29, 41, 39 and 88. Okay, so these are the elements given. Okay, so I told you, so now we are going to do the partition algorithm. Though it is covered for quick sort, even quick sort use the partition algorithm for divide and conquer approach. So now selection problem also is using partition algorithm, where it has to partition, divide. Okay, so here we are taking the low index as a high, and here we are taking as infinity, that is j. So what is the first step? The number of steps what we have to do. So the steps for partition algorithm, if anyone are familiar with, you can tell me the concepts here. So what exactly we are going to do? So first step what we do, we increment I. So before this. So let pivot be.
J.
Pivot is what now? A of L or A of I, the first element. So how much it is? 40. Yes or no? So in this first step, so what you have to do? You have to increment I to find value greater than pivot. You have to increment I until you find a value greater than pivot. So next one, you have to decrement J to find value less than pivot. Yes or no? Okay, so now let's do this. So our pivot here is nothing but how much it is? Our pivot here is currently 40. Okay, so let's increment I. So if I increment I, is 25 greater than 40? You have to increment I until you find a value greater than pivot. Pivot is 40. Is 25 greater? No. 15 greater? No. 50 greater? Yes. So the pointer will be here. I pointer will be here. Okay. So similarly, decrement J until you find a value less than pivot. So pivot is 40. So is 88 less than 40? No. 39 is less than 40? Yes. So this will be J now. Okay. So if these two are true, so then what you have to check one more thing, is I less than J. Is I less than J? I means the index value. 4 less than 11? Yes, true. So what we have to do when that is satisfying? So what you have to do? You need to swap A of I comma A of J. So what you have to do? So 39 will come here. So what was the element? 50 will go here. Yes or no? The previous element here was 50, right? Okay, so 50 will go here and whatever the 39 element was there, it will come here. So by doing that, what's happening? Please observe clearly. So we are moving the smaller elements towards left and greater elements we are moving towards right. So that is the technique. Okay, so we have done this. So let's check again. So again, repeat. I increment I until you find a value greater than pivot. Is 65 greater than pivot? Is 65 greater than 40? Yes. So this will be the pivot. Okay. So now what you have to do? You have to decrement J until you find a value less than pivot. Okay. So earlier parameter wise here, it has to be decremented until you find a value less than 40. So 41 is less than 40? No. So again decrement. Is 29 less than 40? Yes. So we got the position. So now check, is I less than J? Yes. 5 is less than 9 index. Okay. So now what you have to do? You need to swap these two values. So 29 will come here and 65 will go here. So swapping positions. So slowly smaller elements are coming towards left and greater elements are moving towards right. Okay. So again repeat the procedure. Increment I until you find a value greater than 40. Is 35 greater than 40? No. 10 greater than 40? No. 80 greater than 40? Yes. So the pointer I will stop here. Okay. So now you have to decrement J until you find a value less than pivot. So this is 6. Okay. So J is here, decrement. Is 80 less than 40? No. Is 10 less than 40? Yes. So the pointer will be here. And now check this condition. So is I less than J? I is 8 and J is 7. So when I is not less than J, what you have to do? The fourth step. You need to swap pivot and A of J. Okay. So these two need to be swapped. So here 40 will come and 10 will go here. Okay. So that means wherever j is there, we are going to return j. So that is the partition algorithm which is returning j. So that means this is the partition position, and this partition position, the value return j will be stored in, say, some m. Okay, so I am calling this as some m. Partition position, whatever is written, I am storing it in some m. Okay, so now if you check, if once the partition element position you got, what happens? All the elements less than towards left of this are less than 40, is it not so? And all the elements towards the right of the list for this partition elements are greater than this. Is that clear? So that's how the partition position element is going to divide the list into 2. Okay, so how exactly this partition algorithm is going to be useful for us in our algorithm of selection problem? Okay, so here once you get the partition position, say suppose our problem here is, so the selection problem is to find sixth smallest element in the list. Okay, so in order to find out the sixth smallest element, so whatever is the smallest element we want to find, so that we say it as k. So what is k now? K is equal to 6. K is equal to 6. Why? Because we are going to find out kth smallest element. Okay, so what we have to do, first step, what we are going to do here is, first we compare. See here, m means it's nothing but partition position index you are going to get. So in this case, what is our m? M is equal to 7. So m is nothing but the element who got its position. So 10 is fixed, 40 is fixed here. He got its position. Don't know about others, but 40 is fixed in that position. So 7th element in this list is 40. It's fixed. It won't change. Okay, so that's how we are writing m is equal to 7. So we are going to check the first step as, is m is equal to k. So that is, so what is m? 7. 7 is equal to, what is k? We got 6. So this is false. So the second step what we are going to do is m, so it's one is the same, k equal to m, so that is 6 and 7. I want to tell you in the algorithmic way. Okay, so let it be. So here, and then what we are going to do is k less than m. So what is k? 6. 6 less than 7? True. So when it is lesser means what you are going to do? Whatever the sixth element what you want to find. So partition is done at 7th element. So that means sixth smallest element where you are going to get? You are going to get in the left sublist. You are going to get the sixth smallest element in the left sublist. So for that what we are going to do? So the left sublist, how do we write? So we are going to search again. So algorithm name we write in the array. So what is the low index? I. Okay, and then, so see, this is m, so this becomes m minus 1. So this is the list what we are going to search. Say suppose, so this became true, but the other also I am telling you. So here if k is greater than m, though it's not true here, but if k is greater than m, what will happen? It will search in the right sublist. So that time what function you have to call? So right means, so this is m means, so array m plus 1 comma j. And for what element you are going to find? So that also need to be passed. K. Is the procedure clear? I hope first thing you need to understand about partitioning algorithm. Okay, and after that, using partition algorithm, how we are going to find out the kth smallest in that you have to check. Okay, so in order to find out the kth smallest, what we are doing, we are comparing the partition algorithm, which index it is returned, what value the partition algorithm returned, that I am storing it in M. So what kth smallest you want to find, so that need to be compared with M. Whereas in binary search, middle element and the element to be searched we checked. But here, the smallest element and the partition position. So these two things we are checking. If they are true, then whatever the position where we are finding, so that will return. Or else we check if it is lesser. If it is lesser, in the left sublist you have to search. If it is greater, you have to search in the right sublist, and recursively you call the algorithms. Okay. So here the same procedure I am telling you in the algorithm base. So concentrate on the algorithm, all of you here. So here we are writing the algorithm for selection sort. So in the selection sort, what are the things we are taking? So algorithm keyword. Yes, mute yourself. Yes, I can hear some disturbance. Please mute yourself. Yes, Mehrunisa. Mute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Mute yourself. Red mark is coming for you only. Okay. So here algorithm keyword and then selection. Okay, the procedure for what you are writing, that name we are giving. After that, for this thing, what we are taking, array we are taking A, and I is nothing but the low index, what I was telling you, and J is nothing but the high index, and K is nothing but the kth element what you want to find out. Okay, so those are the 4 parameters. So, and these parameters description you can write here. Okay, when you are writing in the exam, please do write the comments. What is I, what is J, because based on your view, you might be taking the variable names different, no? So what each one indicates, so those comments you have to write. Okay, so here, since it is a divide and conquer approach, so the first step we are checking whether the list is small or big. In order to find out whether list is small or big, what we do? We check whether low index value is equal to high index value. So that is what I am checking here. If I is equal to j. So if I is low index value is equal to high index value means when it will happen? When you have only one element in the list, and that is the small problem. Small problem. You need not divide that. When you have only one element, okay, so for whatever they are asking, 1 to smallest or k to smallest, k if is equal to 1, they will get. Okay, so that is what we are checking. Okay, if low index is equal to high index means you have only one element. Okay, and then you are going to return that value. You can return a of I or a of j. Why? Because I and j are pointing to only one element. When these two will be equal, say index 1. When these two will be equal, this is low and this is high. When I and j will be equal, when they have only one element. And only when one element is there, what you have to return? Either say this is array. So array of I or array of j. So these are two same. Why? Because they are equal. So either I can return a of I or a of j. It means the same. Okay. So the other way. So if the problem is not small, so else part not small, or you can say greater than one element. Greater than one element. If only one element is there, low index will be is equal to high index. But whereas The else part, when we are saying else means if not this, if not one element, maybe more than one element, that is the else part. Okay. So in the else part, what exactly we are doing? First, if the list is 1, okay, we got. If the list is more than 1, what we have to do? So it is a bigger problem for me. So now you need to go for divide and conquer approach. In divide and conquer approach, what we are doing for dividing? I told you what procedure we follow for selection problem. That is partitioning algorithm. So that is what we are writing here. Partition of, so for what you are partitioning? So you are applying partition algorithm for array with index as I and j. So this is I index low and sorry, I is the low index and j is the high index. Okay, I and j. So those parameters we are passing and whatever is returned. So this is the algorithm. And whatever the value is returned, that we are going to store in M. So that is what I told you. So if J's position is returned, so that I am storing it in M. Why? Because that I want for my problem. Okay. So here that is stored. And then what we are going to do, what are the 3 steps I told you? First one, so you need to check whether K is equal to M or M is equal to K. So M is nothing but the index value what is returned by the partition algorithm. So here it is 7. And what is K? See, in our example I told you I want to find out 6th smallest element. So our K is 6. So is these two are equal, 6 and 7. If they are equal, you are going to return that position. So that means 6th smallest is whatever it is. So since they are not equal, so go to the else part. In the else part, what you are checking is K less than M. Is 6 less than 7? Yes, it is true. So here it is true. So what we have to call? So the left sublist. Left sublist recursively, the main problem is recursively called here. Okay, so the main problem what you will have A, low index, high index, and what? Kth element you want to, kth smallest element you want to find. But here, since we are partitioning, so once it is partitioned and I got this one, so what I am doing, now I got this list to find out the kth element. So how do I write the algorithm here? So selection of A comma, so your low index will be same, I only, and what is your high index? So if this is M, so its previous one will be M minus 1, comma, and whatever the element you are going to find. So that is what we are going to see. Okay. So else part K greater than M. So if this is not satisfied, we'll go for the next one and that we search in the right sublist. But here, the second one is becoming true. So let's continue and find out what is the 6th smallest element. Okay, so these two are nothing but the recursive procedures. So this is for left sublist and this is for right sublist. And every time it is calling partition algorithm. So you have to write, if the selection problem is asked, not only this procedure but also you have to write the partition algorithm. Okay, so here let's see. So I want to, so I'm telling you again. So I want, question here is, I want to find 6th smallest. 6th smallest. So in that case, what will happen? So whatever is the value you want to find out, that I am taking it as K. So now K is equal to 6. And from partition algorithm, so whatever is returned, we have stored in M. Okay, so how much we got M? M is equal to how much we got? 7. Yes or no? So K is equal to 6 and M is equal to 7. Okay, so that is what the values we got. Are they equal? First step, are they equal? No. Okay. So let's move to the second one. So in second one, second step, what we have done, if k is less than m, 6 is less than 7. Yeah, true. So what you are going to call? So you are going to call the selection of array I. M minus 1 means it is 6, and for what you are going to find out, 6th k element. So when it is done, so what exactly you are checking? Are these two equal? No. Is I and j equal now? So what is I? I is 1 here. I is 1 and j is 6. Is 1 and 6 are equal, so it won't go. So to the else part it will come. In the else part, first what you are doing? Partitioning position you are going to find. So here, so this is the list what we have. Left sub list. Since we are going to do from array, this is low index, mid minus 1. So just see this. You relate these two. Mid minus 1. So mid was at, not mid. Partition position was at 7, which was 40. So before that means 6, and 6 the smallest I am finding. Okay. So here, so this is the list. So now you have to find out M partition by calling the partition algorithm. You have to find. So what is M now? So let's find here what is M. Okay, so this is I and this is J. Okay, so the and 10 is pivot. Okay, increment I until you find a value greater than 10. Greater than 10. Yes, 25 is greater than 10. So now I will be here. So you have to decrement until you find a value 10. So 29 less than 10, no. 15 less than 10, no. 25 less than 10, no. 10 less than or equal to 10, yes. So this is J and this is I. This is J and this is I. So what exactly is happening now? So now, is I less than J? No. So in that case, what we'll do? We will swap pivot and these two. So now what will happen? Yes, ma'am? So 1 minute. So 25 was here. So I'm sorry, we have to take the sorted list after partitioning. So whatever was the thing, so that we have to take. So what we had 1, 2, so it is 25, 15, 35, 10, 29. 29 and 39. So if this is the list, so this is from 1 to 6 left sublist. So if this is I and this is J, so and pivot what we are taking it as 25. Okay. So I have to increment until you find a value greater than 25. So is 15 greater than 25? No. So this is greater than 25. And you have to decrement J until you find a value less than 25. So is this less than 25, less than 25? So this is lesser. Okay, so this is I and this is J. Okay, so what we have to do? Since I is less than J, so 3 is less than 4, so we need to swap this. So 10 will come here, 35 will go here. Okay, so again increment I until you find a value greater than 25. So I will be incremented here. I will become here. And j, you should find a value less than 25. So j will be here. But now here I is 4 and j is 3. Okay, I is not less than j. So in that case, what you have to do? You need to swap with the pivot. J and pivot you need to swap. So now 10 will come here and 25 will go here. So whatever is the jth position, whatever was the jth position, so that will become the pivot. So now this will become the pivot. And in this case, what is our m? M is equal to 3 and we are finding out for k is equal to 6th smallest element. Yes or no? So again we have to check for is m is equal to k? No. And is k less than m? No. Third one is k greater than m? 6 greater than 3? Yes, true. So that means where you have to search? Now our search area is nothing but this list. Okay. So now, so I am considering that list now. (35, 29, 39). Okay. So if m is equal to 3 means, so if it is greater, what are the indices here? What are the indices? If k is greater than m. So selection sort, we are going to call for array m plus 1. So this is m. M plus 1 is 4th index, 5th and 6th. Okay. So this procedure will be called. So this will go for the main procedure. So in the main procedure, what we are calling again? So this will become I and this will become j, and your k is anyway you have to find out the 6th smallest element. Is I is equal to j? Is 4 is equal to 6? No, it's not a single element. So go to the else part. You need to find out the partition here again. So in this list, how to find out the partition? So pivot will be 35. Okay. So increment I until you find a value greater than 35. Is 29 greater? No. So 39 greater? Yes. So I will point here. So you decrement j until you find a value less than 35. So this 29 is less than 35. Yes. And I is not less than j. So that means what you have to do? You have to swap with the pivot. So these two things should be swapped. Okay. So what we are doing here? So 29 will come here. And 35 will go here. And wherever j is there, so that is the partition position. Okay. So that means, so what is our m now here? M is equal to 5. So again repeat the steps. So when m is equal to 5, what is the first thing? Is m is equal to k. What is our k here? 6. So 5 is equal to 6. So this is false. Okay. The second one. So for what we are checking? K less than m. So k is 6. 6 less than 5? No. Third one. 6 greater than 5? Yes. So this is the procedure what we are going to call. So that means you are going to get the element in this area. So let's consider that now. So what exactly is happening? So here we are going to call the algorithm with an array. Okay. So this is the array A. Okay. And what is I here now? So this is what it's called, no? What is I? M plus 1. What is our m? 5. M plus 1 means 6. So we are going to call the selection algorithm for an array A, and the low index is m plus 1. M is 5, m plus 1 is 6. And what is your J? What is your J? High index is what? 6 only. And what is the element you want to find? Also the sixth element. Okay. So this is the selection procedure for this. When this is there. So let's iterate. If I is equal to J, so this is I and this is J. Are they equal? Yes. So then what you are going to return? Return A of I. So A of I means, so this is I, this is J only. So at this position, whatever the element was there, which was, so in the previous one, if we take, so what it was, 29, 35 and 39. So this was the partition position. And since we have to search here, so this is 39 element. So when you want to return, so A of I or J means, so this is nothing but now 39. So this is the final result. So that means, therefore, sixth smallest element in array A to N is 39. Okay. So that is the procedure of this algorithm. Okay. So selection problem is nothing but in order to find out kth smallest value in the given list. In order to find out the kth smallest value, first you need to check whether the problem is small. If both the indices are equal, so it is small, so directly we return whatever it is. If not one element, so we are going to apply the partition algorithm, and based on that it keeps on partitioning. And we keep checking. If the partition position is equal to the kth smallest what you are finding is true, so that value will return. Or else we check if it is lesser, left sublist. If it is greater, right sublist. So that's how recursively we are going to call. Okay. So the next thing, so it's nothing but analysis. Analysis of selection problem. Okay. So if this is T of n, if this is T of n, so I'll tell you. So here 1 to, say suppose 1 to 10 we have taken. Okay, so the partition position is at say some 5. So how we call the left sublist? 1 to 4, and here it will be 6 to 10. Say suppose the partition position is 2 here. Say suppose this is 1 and here it will be 3, 4. Say partition position is 4. So here you will have only 3. Okay, and here say suppose the partition position is 7. So it will left with 6, and here 8, 10. And here say partition position is 9. So you left with 8, you left with 10. Okay. So these are the positions what I am talking. So here whenever I am following, say suppose the same element, sixth smallest element, if you are finding, so what we do among the n elements, so we are going to find out. So sixth means, so it will come here. So that means at a time we are taking only one half, either this or this. It may not be both. Yes or no? See, though here we are taking n elements, so this is n by 2, this is n by 2. But both n by 2s we are not doing. Both n by 2s we are not doing. Only one half. In whatever the half we are searching, that we are going to take. So that is n by 2. So when we write the time complexity for this, so T of n is equal to T of n by 2 plus what was the partitioning algorithm time complexity? It is order of n. So for n elements, so the partition it can take n. Okay, so the partition algorithm time complexity we got n. So this is for dividing, and this is for every time we take only half list. If both the list we are taking, so it will become 2t. Okay, since we are taking at a time at any one half, so that's why we are writing t of n by 2. So if you elaborate this, so if you are elaborating this, so I am expanding this one. So in place of n, you keep n by 2. See, t of n by 2 plus n and plus n. So how much it will be? T of n by 2 square, or you can write it as 4. 2 square or 4 plus 2n. Okay. So likewise, when you continue, so this will become t of, so 2 become 4. Now 4 will become 8. So 1n became 2n, and this will become 3n. Yes or no? So when we continue like this, what's happening here? What's happening here? So t of 1 plus 3n. So t of 1 plus 3n. What is t of n? When only one element is there, directly we are returning. Okay, so that we can write it as 1. So let me write the problem definition here. So t of n is equal to, if n is equal to 1, so it is 1. If n greater than 1, so t of n by 2 plus n. Okay, so whenever t of 1 is there, so that 1 we are getting plus 3n. Okay, so in this case, how we can write? Since only 1 is there, so order of n. So that is the time complexity of this algorithm. Okay. So this is the procedure, and this is for best case and average case. Why? Because every time you are taking the partition position almost at some value which is like around middle only. So this is the best case or the average case. If you consider the worst case, what is the worst case of partition algorithm? What is the worst case of partition algorithm? Say suppose you are partitioning 1, 10 and they are already in sorted. So first is sorted. So then what you will do? 2 to 9. So again 2 is sorted. 3 to 9. So it will go on degenerate. So in that case, what you are happening? Here you have n elements, n minus 1 elements, n minus 2 elements. This will continue till 1. So if this series, if you write 1 plus 2 plus so on till n, so this series, how do you write? N into n minus 1 by 2, which is equal to n square. The rest of the things I am eliminating since they are constant. So O of n square. So likewise, what we are going to write? So the time complexity. Time complexity for selection problem. Okay, first case, if it is best or average case, so how much we got? Order of n. So if it is worst case, it is O of n square. Okay, so this is the topic what I wanted to do today. So I hope all of you understood. So keeping the concepts of binary search, so the same thing, but only their partitioning is based on mid, here partitioning is based on partition return value. Okay, so this is all about selection problem.